Hello, Creative Expression students. We are currently in Guatemala, and as promised, I'm going to show you our Guatemalan craft. Expert weavers in Guatemala make animalitos, which means little animals, and they are based on piñatas, and they make them out of little strips of cloth. We are going to make ours out of paper. I'm going to give you some options. So what you're going to need is a pattern for an animal. Now, typically the animals that they base their animalitos on are dogs, donkeys, elephants, bulls, and rabbits. I have a pattern for a rabbit, which I will post on our band. And like I said, they make theirs out of fabric, which if you have fabric, you can do that. We're gonna make ours out of paper. Here's the example of the one that I made. It's stuffed, and it has a little hook on it, a little loop of yarn here so that you can hang it someplace when you're done. Okay, so I'm gonna post on our band the pattern, which I've already traced on here. And then you're going to cut it out. I have one full piece of construction paper, and then I'm cutting it out, and then you'll end up with the two pieces that you need. The top and the bottom, the front and the back. Their animalitos are very colorful. They use all different colors of fabric strips when they make theirs. And so we are going to get our color by using colored pencils or crayons or markers, whatever you decide to do. But you're going to decorate both sides. Make sure that you make sure that you decorate both sides. So it might help if you put it nose to nose, and you can take your lines all the way across as you're coloring, so that, or you can decorate one side one way. I can't really see that. You can decorate one side one way and one side another way. It's completely and totally up to you. You can color the whole thing. Again, here's my example of the one that I did so that you can see one finished. When you're done, the easiest way to put it together is to use a stapler. I have my little baby stapler here. And then you're just gonna start at one of the legs and go all around the edges about halfway up. And then once you get that much done, you're going to stuff your animalito. And here are some options to use for stuffing. I've got some cotton here. You could use tissue paper and rip it up and crumple it up and stuff it in there. Pieces of paper towel would work. I'm gonna use cotton balls, and then we're just going to stuff him. I use a pencil to help get it down there in his legs. You'll stuff it all the way, again, like this. And then I've got some pieces of yarn here that I've looped together to be the tail. Let me just put that in there like that, once he's stuffed, obviously. And then we'll staple that on there. You can leave your tail like loops, or you can cut it like I did with this one. Another piece of yarn to put in there as the loop so that you can hang it. Same way, stuff that in there. You'll have your loop. And then I took an extra and tied it around his neck, so you can do that too. Another idea is to use wrapping paper if you have some colorful wrapping paper, birthday or Christmas paper, and then you wouldn't have to worry about decorating it. Paper bag, if you have a paper bag, you could use a paper bag. Cloth, you can use felt if you have felt, and then you can glue the animalitos, the two different pieces together. If you happen to have needle and thread and fabric and help from mom, you can use needle and thread. Lots of choices, but again, animalitos, which means little animals, popular in Guatemala, just like we learned that piñatas are. So if you choose to make one, take a video or a picture when you're done and show me. Greetings from Guatemala. Not really, I'm really in my kitchen and I miss you guys. I hope you're doing okay. See you again soon.